Board Insiders, your snowboard resource.
My name is Russell Cunningham. I am here with Karakoram Splitboard bindings. This is our first public debut on a large scale. Essentially what we have is Splitboard, a whole new Splitboard interface that's independent of previous Volet technology, and the engineers of the system are real good friends of mine, Bryce and Tyler Kloster. They are mechanical engineers with a lot of background in obviously mechanical engineering, but basically I've known them for a little over a year, and I have a background in biomechanics, and I do a bit of testing for them and help out with help them out whenever they need it. But basically the whole idea with the system is that we want to join the halves of each side of the snowboard as tightly as possible, and the whole idea is that we want it to be a functional, viable mountaineering tool, so that the end result is that it rides just as well, if not better, than a normal snowboard. And so the primary focus of the development of the system was, first of all, riding performance, reliability, and ease of use. So in comparison to the Volet system, there is definitely a little bit more mechanical complexity, but the end goal is that user simplicity is as optimized as possible, so that in the backcountry you don't have to worry about any loose parts breaking or coming loose. So essentially what we have is this is our concept superlight binding for next year. The weight for this is coming in at 680 grams. It's been a long time project for these guys. They put a lot of heart and soul into it, and it's a really cool thing that they're doing. Basically with the ride mode, what we have is a 3-pin linkage system, and so the way this works is that when I close this lever, I've got 3 pins that come out, an anterior and 2 laterals. And in the front of the binding we have an axle system, so instead of a pin that you're touring on a lubricated, essentially a mountain bike through axle, so that the coefficient of dynamic friction is as low as possible. So basically when you're skinning, you're going through thousands of cycles of friction, and the idea is to have as little wear as possible. The other feature is that the binding is supposed to be as easily resourced as possible, so that if something does break, it's easy to work on. For example, if the axle pops, something happens, you can just pop this rivet, back the axle out, and put a new one. It's really simple. The linkage system, the Klosters have gone through extensive testing. It's basically designed to fight elements of icing as much as possible, so the whole system is engineered to be snow clearing, to push snow and ice out. What I'll show you is with the touring interface, what we do is we pop this lever up, and what we have are these 2 teeth that support the axle, and the teeth are offset slightly so that snow clears to the sides. So instead of being stacked on top of each other, there's no places for snow to compact up and ice. So I guess the other thing I could say is that it's basically designed to be step-in compatible, so theoretically you can leave your foot in the binding and never take it out. Personally, I like to get my feet out of the bindings because they fall asleep and get sore, but what you can do is you drop the axle in here, push it straight down, good to go. The changeover, including skins, we have it to about 1.5 minutes when we're really racing, but the whole idea again is user simplicity. So, and then you close the lever, and that's it. And so basically, if someone was to play with this, you'll find that the flex pattern of the board is as close to a normal snowboard as you can possibly get without actually being a normal snowboard. Like, you just don't get any motion. Lateral flex of the binding It's very, very solid. In the touring mode, basically the lateral flex is excellent. So you can actually ski this system really well. I find that I've been skiing it more and more just for goofing off purposes, but yeah, it's been a really fun project to be a part of.
For the latest snowboard reviews, check out boardinsiders.com.